Hello everyone friends, on my YouTube channel, I am an entrepreneur who will show here how I plan to make $1 billion in net profit from scratch in the new market of the USA. And I really want you to see the entire journey, and we will start with this video. My name is Khabib. I am an entrepreneur, and actually this is my first YouTube channel. I have never created one before. Of course, I have a lot of experience in shooting videos, but this is my first video revelation where I will show and tell my entire journey. I will now share a little about myself. The thing is, I actually arrived in the USA. I am currently in the USA, and I am here on a talent visa. I came here from Russia, but the journey began a little earlier. I am now 30 years old, and my entrepreneurial path started in 2018 in the city of St. Petersburg in Russia. I arrived in St. Petersburg and was a student, and I was born in the Republic of Dagestan, in the city of Makhachkala. So when I get into a taxi, the taxi driver often asks me where such an interesting name, Makach, comes from. So I say to him, "Do you know UFC?" He replies, "Yes, of course I know. The fight's there." And I ask, "Do you know the UFC champion Khabib Nurmagomedov?" And taxi drivers often respond yes, because there are Mexicans there. Many are from Cuba, Brazil, and so on. And everyone knows Khabib. Well, Khabib is of the same nationality as me. By ethnicity, I am Avar. My nationality is Avar. This is in fact part of the nations from the Republic of Dagestan. So Khabib is also Avar, therefore I share my homeland with Khabib. But by nature I am probably a fighter as an entrepreneur, although I only practiced martial arts a little in my childhood because it was customary for us. We have a rather tough region where it is customary to always fight and strive to achieve one's goals until the end. Yes, that's how champions in combat sports emerge, but I can say that I would like to be a champion in business, because business is just as much a sport, you could say, as fighting and other types of sports. At 18 years old, I began this journey in the city of St. Petersburg, where I came to study, enroll in university, and lived in a dormitory. I would take showers, and instead of washing my hair in the shower, I would wash it in the sink, where people usually brush their teeth. Overall, I am a guy who made himself. I remember my first project, which was in St. Petersburg. It was a shoe company. I have quite a lot of experience from the age of 18 to 30. That's 12 years of experience in business. I have a wealth of knowledge, and my first project is a shoe company. Yes, there are currently quite a few people working there, and this company is a leader in its market in Russia. We have a store there in Moscow and production in Moscow. The second company, co-owned by Khabib, is a business that tailors custom suits, which are very stylish and beautiful. This company is very similar to the first one, and I got involved when I had already established the first company and set up a great team in this business. And you could say I handed over the management of this company. I built the company from scratch with 5,000 rubles. And this background allowed me to become the owner of the second company specializing in suit alterations. And from 2021 to 2024, together with my partner, we made it a leader in its niche. And I ended up with two market-leading companies in their niches in what you could call the premium segment. My journey, you could say, into this media presence began in 2021, when I handed over the management of the company Migliori, which is my first company that I started working with around 2013-2014. This company is still operating, expanding and growing, and my managers are running it. But everything went completely differently in 2021, when I handed over management to the leaders and realized that the team is the most important thing in business. From that moment on, other entrepreneurs began to reach out to me. I started helping them. And, since that moment, my life has changed a lot. And over the past 3 years, I have traveled to a bunch of countries. I have been to Japan, Africa, and Dubai. And finally, I settled in the USA, where I believe the biggest business potential lies. And today, using all my accumulated experience from 12 years in business, I want to build a company that will generate $1 billion in net profit. Why $1 billion? Because I undoubtedly believe that this figure will signify victory in the game called business. I would like to be the best at what I do. I would like to be in the major league. I would like, to play in the major league of business and be the owner or co-owner of one of the largest companies on this planet. And this YouTube channel will essentially be a guide for you on how to build your business, how to build a big business. I would really like the episodes on this channel to be released regularly. I will do everything for that. And what I will say here is, you could say, free training for you. And I want this channel to remain recorded forever as, you could say, a kind of legacy of how to build something from scratch. Why should you watch this YouTube channel? The thing is, on this YouTube channel, You will learn all the ins and outs of how a large business can be built without significant resources. I don't have billions of dollars. Yes, I have some capital, but as an entrepreneur who built my business from $50, meaning I had $50 that I spent on advertising, I started my business from scratch. And I will build this business in the USA with small budgets, because I sincerely believe that we cannot violate the principle of gradualness in building a business. And so I will go through all the steps, and I really want you to be involved in this, to provide your feedback, ask your questions, and I will release videos that answer your questions just as I am doing. I would like this YouTube channel to inspire you to take action, to stop just sitting in front of the screen and to simply take action and start doing something as soon as you turn off this video. I want this video to give you the energy to move forward, to take action, try something you haven't done before, and lead you towards your goals. I want to have many successful people around me, and everyone who is watching this video is part of my environment, and essentially we already have some kind of synchronization. So, absorb everything I will be sharing here. Ask your questions, and I want you to learn from my mistakes, not your own. On this channel, you will learn practical information such as how I hire a team, how to hire in general, how to delegate work to the team, and how to motivate people to achieve results, because many entrepreneurs really do not know this, and I built my companies in Russia solely thanks to this. About 150 people work in my companies, and this has actually been the key secret to success. It is my work with the team. Building a structure in business, knowledge in marketing, and knowledge in sales are what you will learn in these videos about how to sell, how to build sales funnels, how to develop marketing strategies, and how to establish structures within a company. How to find people who will pull your business to unexpected profits you never even dreamed of. You will learn how to easily achieve results with the help of your team. Because I believe there are 3 things that a great entrepreneur should understand. This is a strategy for how a company is built. This is the financial part, meaning I will provide great recommendations on finance, specifically on how to manage the finances of companies. It doesn't matter whether you have money, whether you are at the starting point, or whether you want to create a business. The key is to start right. And the third thing an entrepreneur should understand is the team. So, these 3 components will allow you to be strong, cool entrepreneurs, have many people, be free, do what you want, and help other entrepreneurs, which is what I am doing now. I wanted to ask you to like this video. Subscribe to him, because there will be some really cool videos coming out that will be interesting to watch, and most importantly, you will be able to apply any information you hear here right away. This video is an introduction, and I will explain what reality is all about, what the essence is of why I created my YouTube channel. So, I wanted to be open. For me, one of the important principles is openness. I have created a business in the USA, and while it is still in its early stages, I would like to capture all the good and bad moments of this business so that you can go through this journey with me. So, what projects do I have today? A shoe company in Russia, along with a suit tailoring company in Russia. The third company is a consulting firm for entrepreneurs, which can be described as an online school for entrepreneurs, where there is a product related to team building. I personally take on some interesting and large projects. The next direction I have is an online school for marketplaces, which is called the Academy of Marketplaces. And this, you could say, are 4 of my projects that bring me money. The 5th project that I have started now in the USA is a company in the home services niche. So we chose the niche of handyman services. It is the niche where I saw such a big problem. You know, that Russian past I have and the Russian background I possess certainly lead me to think that I can provide an incredibly, remarkably cool service in the USA. To provide a service that local companies do not offer. I already see that. The overall level of comfort of a company operating in the USA is very high. And I came here very, very hungry, so I indeed intend to completely devour these local companies. How will I do that? Firstly, due to efficiency. Secondly, due to the highest standards of service that I would like the client to receive. And thirdly, I am good at calculating numbers, and I really like the American business model. This is what actually works both in Russia and in the States. And when I hear people say that it's different in the USA and different in Russia, honestly, it's all nonsense. Because from a business management perspective, everything is the same everywhere. There is no business in Russia that you will build without problems, nor in the USA, because all problems are related to people. If you know how to properly build a business, a team of people, manage finances, motivate them, and define a strategy, you will succeed. So, I chose home service because it is a huge market with large companies in it. I analyzed the market and I found a company that makes $4.5 billion a year. And there is a cool guy I know who makes $100 million a year just from renovations, so it's a sort of niche. Overall, I see that from this field, one can enter areas with larger contracts. This includes construction, renovation, and sectors where a license and insurance are required. It is possible to venture into these areas. So I was thinking about what to name the company. Honestly, I haven't come up with anything. I made it much simpler. At the start of my business, when I assessed the market and realized that I wanted to engage in this service, the model became clear to me because the entire model consists of attracting leads and passing them on to great masters. In essence, we are reselling the work of the masters, and we just need to control this chain and provide clients with good service, giving them a good master. I realized that I have 4 projects today, and I somehow need to launch a 5th one because the 4 projects that bring me money have not stopped generating income. Of these, 2 projects of course require little of my attention as there are managers in place, but 2 projects demand a lot of attention because these projects are still in the building phase. And the first thing I started doing was to bring the first person onto the team. I brought in a project manager. And the project manager is the one whose result is profit. Accordingly, this person and I sat down together and just Googled in ChatGPT, simply typed it in and found a name, calling the company In Home, which turned out to be really great. Firstly, the name is harmonious, very concise and understandable for the residents of the USA, but at the same time, the name was free from a patent perspective, so we took this name because we can register it. And the most crucial and very important decision was that I found my first employee. In other words, I didn't go to do this business myself. I didn't go to generate leads myself. I didn't go to find craftsmen myself. I found a person who works on this project full time. After all, I knew that I could not delegate the role of an entrepreneur, the role of a business owner, but I could delegate the management of the company and working with clients as well as working with the craftsmen. And that's what I did. As of today, we have some good initial figures, but I will talk about this in the upcoming videos, including how we achieved our first results and so on. How did I find the first employee for my first company in the USA, who already has the first revenue? First of all, I turned to the HR who was hiring employees for my company. However, this is not my in-house employee. I simply outsourced the HR because I believe that every person should deliver results and everyone should be a professional in what they do. I am not a professional HR, so I turned to a professional HR who found me a person based on my criteria. I wrote directly what needs to be done. I said that leads need to be generated, and a person must be able to do this or have such experience. You need to be able to negotiate with clients, you need to look for craftsmen, and you need to do all the work yourself at first and fill out the reports. That is, you just need to start on a small scale with the first conditional $10,000-$20,000 in margin income. The first $10,000-$20,000. Do this work yourself, plus possibly 1 or 2 people under your supervision. That is, I only solved the problem that was in front of me right here and now. I was not looking for a director. I was not looking for a manager. I was not looking for a marketer. I was looking for a person who would be fully responsible for the profit. In other words, I appointed a direct subordinate for myself. Basically, today I have a project with a team. We have already created a website. We are getting leads. We have orders. And we have our first specialists. And so indeed, the first foundation of a future potential billion-dollar company was born. If you ask now, is he really crazy to think he can earn $1 billion in handyman work? Is he an idiot? And that's actually a good question. Because I didn't plan to earn $1 billion through handouts. I want to earn $1 billion, build a cool company made up of great people who create an awesome product for clients and for society. And if there are any other products, we will first achieve success in the handyman, then we will create more products, more products, more products. And if it will be a group of companies, let it be. A large holding consisting of different sectors. The main thing is the team. In the upcoming videos, I will talk about what stage we are currently at, what difficulties we are already facing, what problems exist, and what specific features there are. And I will compare this with the experience I have and use all my background. One of my strengths is that I learn a lot and apply this knowledge in life. I will use all my experience to achieve my goal in another country. So stay tuned. It will be super interesting and engaging. And I will show you some things live and it will be very interesting. I want to make a full-fledged series out of this and you could say leave a small legacy. In conclusion of the first video, I would like to ask you to like, subscribe and share this with anyone who is currently searching for a niche. looking for their first employees or who doesn't know where to start. In this video, I talked about how I started, and thanks to that, I have already achieved my first results. Because I am recording this video now, someone is currently working in the company I created and achieving results. All I do is manage this person. If you know someone to send this video to, please do. It will be useful for them. And start taking action. Write in the comments the questions you would like to have answered in the next videos so that I can be as helpful to you as possible. And I will know what your requests are and will reveal more on the topics that I see resonate the most. And of course, please hit the bell, like, and do everything you can to show maximum activity, please. This is super valuable to me. It will motivate me for the next videos and show more behind the scenes, more numbers, more tables, more mistakes, more real experience. This will be super useful. See you soon.